Hey, what's happening, guys and gals? Welcome back to Sonic Boom here on the KwingsLetsPlays channel. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's Sonic time!
Oh yeah!
Alright, so we're still in the Gothic gardens, more or less.
Spooky.
Spooky. And we're gonna go
Time to juice.
take Tails down into the water. So, here we are in the water with our yellow, well, more like blue Tails submarine. Fire! Oh.
But I thought we all live in a yellow one.
Well, Tails wanted to stand out with blue because, well, actually, it doesn't really, it kind of blends in, so it's hard to see it.
Yeah, maybe it's camouflaged.
Why would he camo it? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
In case
whoa!
somebody wanted to come after us!
Who's gonna come after us? We're just stealing puzzle pieces. I mean, that's not...
Maybe the puzzle keepers.
Puzzle keepers?
We are the puzzle keepers. We make sure no one steals the pieces.
Make sure no one steals the pieces. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a movie that I saw in theaters recently.
Oh, okay.
No. Well, it could be, because
That
that's...
sounds like the plot of a movie.
Yeah.
One man, one desire to get the puzzle pieces.
Yeah, will he get them all? Or will they be attacked by huge helicopters and have to dodge behind cover?
A puzzling adventure is coming your way this summer. With submarines and explosions.
I'm just a little tortilla boy and I collect puzzle pieces.
No!
Yeah, that was funny.
That was like a mixture of all kinds of... You don't remember Little Tortilla Boy?
No, I do remember. I don't remember the voice actor that does that, or the guy, the comedian.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Pablo somebody. I don't remember.
Yeah.
He was a long-time YouTube meme many, many years ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah, he's actually pretty funny. Pretty awesome.
Sweet!
Remember to visit Tails the Bot Racer Workshop to spend your Ragnium.
I don't want to spend my Ragnium.
Spend it!
You can't make me spend my Ragnium!
And make sure to collect puzzle pieces too. It's my one desire.
Really? Okay. Alright. Thank God it's a movie.
Yeah, I was grasping at straws there.
Grasping? You were dropping straws.
Here, he likes you. Just put this on him and we'll be able to track him. Wait, then you'll be able to track me. No, you'll be with us. Or will I?
She seems so much like me.
Hey, Adorobot 2000. Don't mind me. I just came here to say hi. Nothing sneaky or weird about saying hi, right?
Right.
I'm not up to something. Oh, look. It's like a friendship bracelet that's totally not like a tracking device.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You sold him out, Sticks!
He's like, wow.
It worked. Now all we have to do is follow it to the radium source.
Alright, so apparently the footage got corrupted, so
No.
all the levels that we did, starting with this one, have been done. So, sorry. We have to go back now and replay levels that we've already beaten because you guys wouldn't have seen the stuff with things, so...
I didn't see it, Kwing.
No, you were right here.
Oh,
so
right. I saw it.
Instead of the levels being red, they're now blue.
But I was closing my eyes the whole time, so I didn't see it.
Okay, that's just
Sorry.
weird. It's a good thing that this did happen because then it would have been that whole like little tortilla boy the entire episode. So
Yeah.
you're.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
No!
Oh
No!
yeah, we were talking about that before that whole thing got corrupted.
No, we're not. Now we're talking about
One desire. No. I think that's because Styx totally sold out that robot. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, Styx sold out a robot.
His heart was breaking, and then because of that, he I don't know.
Sword in the Stone.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh!
Yeah, this is like a fantasy world now. Well, I mean,
It's the Cinderella Castle.
Yeah,
it
pretty
is
much.
the Cinderella Castle, actually. Though.
We're
That's
in
exactly
Gothic
like
Gardens, and there's
Whoa, this is like
crazy
Disney
stuff going on.
World.
Ooh, to
Except
the
for this will be video game land when I make it.
You know, I still don't see how that would work, but...
And the castle in the middle won't be the Cinderella castle. It will be Donkey Kong at the top of a big thing with a lot of stairs. That will be the castle in the middle.
Why couldn't you just do North Castle? What's North... Don't ask what North Castle is.
From Castlevania?
No! For reals? I don't know you. I don't know you
Because
anymore.
the castle in the middle should definitely be from Castlevania, since that's awesome. What is it from Final Fantasy?
No! North Castle? I mean, it's only
Is it from a video game?
Yeah, it's from a video game. From a very popular, adventurous video game. With tights and fairies. And a Master Sword? For real? Master Sword is not a clue enough? Green tights?
The Sword in the Stone video game?
Green tights! And a foofy hat!
Something with Zelda?
Thank you, yes. North Castle was... Oh. North Castle was
I'm
the
sorry,
name.
did I make you die for my ignorance?
Oh, that was painful.
I'm sorry! Okay, what was North? I thought that would be Hyrule Castle.
No, it wasn't. It was called Hyrule Castle later. In the original NES video games, the name of the Hyrule Castle was called North Castle because it was in the northern province of Hyrule.
Oh.
Yeah, it was pretty basic. Whereas, guess what the Castlevania castle is called? This is gonna blow your mind.
Dracula's Castle.
Dang it. Yeah, it's Dracula's Castle.
Did I guess it right? Yay!
You get points.
That's what a Dracula's Castle is called in real life, I'm pretty sure.
No,
Dracula's Castle.
they just call it like, you know, no
Creepy.
renters allowed.
Creepy place.
We rent to no one.
It actually still is there if you want to go.
No, I
Get
don't.
cursed. Go
nope,
there.
Nope. I'm good. Good with the no curses thing.
Yeah, totally do one in North Castle. That'd be amazing.
But they don't call it that anymore. It's always Hyrule Castle.
Well, you know what would be
We're not
cool though?
creative.
When we make Video Game Land, then we'll call it North Castle, and we'll have a little sign that says information.
Information? You're gonna have a sign that says information.
Well, you know how they
Oh.
have signs like the more you know. Like, did you know that Hyrule Castle was originally called North Castle? Neither did I, but Kwing just told me, and then I made Video Game Land and put it here.
You know what I've never had? Castle cookies. I don't think...
Castle-shaped cookies? Cookies that
Yeah.
are shaped in the form of a castle?
Do they even have, like, little cookie cutters that are shaped as castles?
They have, like, hundreds or thousands of different types of cookie cutters on Amazon.
Now, you're supposed to take the cookie cutters out of the oven, right? You don't put them in the oven with the cookies.
No!
Okay.
You cut the dough with the cookie cutter. But you know what? Speaking of cooking with a cookie cutter, did you know if you have a metal cookie cutter, you can stick it in a pan that you make eggs in, put it in the pan, pour the eggs inside there, and you can make eggs in the shape of anything you want. Only the metal ones, not the plastic ones. But if you have an aluminum cookie cutter, you can make eggs in any shape.
That's weird.
It's pretty cool, actually. Pretty amazing.
Well, I'm not a baker, so...
Well, you know what? Maybe I will have to make you some eggs in an amazing shape.
I prefer sweet things. I mean, it's been so long since I've had sugar cookies, so...
Alright.
I mean, what could go wrong? What could go wrong with me having sugar cookies?
Maybe you'd run around like that.
This is the problem with playing a level previously, I just breezed through that. That was 4 minutes. 4 minutes of your life about castles and Amber not knowing what the Master Sword was.
Hey, sadness!
Oh, that is...
What? I know what the Master Sword is.
No, you don't. Or you didn't
Fine,
know.
maybe instead of Video Game Land, I'm gonna make History Land.
No, you
Where
can't
we make
because-
history places. Like,
But-
you'd actually have the place. There is a place, I don't know, I think it's in Italy or something, where the real Sword of the Stone is. It's actually a sword in some stone there. Like, that's supposedly the real Sword of the Stone. It's like from some person from the Crusades or something.
Why did they put their sword in a stone?
Because they wanted to give up fighting after the Crusades. They wanted to be peaceful, so they stuck it in there so no one would ever use it again.
But somebody could always make another sword. It was medieval times.
I know, but they didn't want to use their sword anymore.
Was it a magic sword?
I think it has like something written there, like an information thing if you go visit it that says
Wait,
the more you know.
It's a sword that has like...
Well, no, like, you know, it's a tourist attraction now. People go see it and stuff. Supposedly, I think the person is a saint or something now or something. I don't know. I really don't know,
Wait,
okay?
he's a saint for putting his sword in a stone.
Yeah, because he doesn't fight people anymore because...
So he was the first pacifist, is that what's
No,
happening there?
no, he just put his sword in the stone.
And that's how he became famous. So if I want to become famous, then I have to put, like, a waffle
No,
in
I think there was more to the story than... Maybe he fought a dragon, too. I don't know.
So he fought a dragon,
I don't
and
know
then
what
he
he
put the
did.
sword in the stone.
All right. If anyone knows the story, please let us know in the comments. But I know that I've seen pictures of it. There's a really famous spot that is supposedly the first actual sword in the stone that every single myth of it ever is based off of.
There's been repeated swords in the stone? So, like,
No,
there are copycat swords in the stone?
No, there's just a few different things that people thought it might be. Like, people weren't sure if this was the actual one.
So wait, I can make a sword in the stone and put it in my front lawn, and people will pay to look at it and be like, that's
if
the
you
sword in
claim
the
that it's
stone.
the real one, yeah, probably.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have it built in, like, Cleveland, and then I'll have, like, even the stone will be, like, paper mache, but it'll look so real, people won't even be able to tell. And be
But
like,
I'm pretty sure people would know, because they would be like, I heard about an older one in Italy. Are you sure that's not the one?
This is it.
And then you'd be like, no, that's not the one. That's a copycat.
This one we found in a cave in Wales, and it had cave stuff nearby, and we took it, and nobody was looking because like.
But you know me, like I get on these little things, did you know, fun facts of history on YouTube, and I'm just like, ooh, fun facts. And I look at it, and I'm sitting there. It's fun. It's exciting. And then what I usually do is I go up, I look at like a million articles online about it just to see if it's real or not. That's why I get so much stuff done.
Sonic was envious of not having a sword in a stone.
That's why when you're like, we need to record, Amber, are you doing anything? Oh, I'm doing something really important up here. Let's see, which sword was the real sword in the stone? I have to know this. It's like, are you going to be ready
find
anytime
that out
soon?
on the internet. You know, I'm just going to go to those sites that you, like, go to, and I'm just going to edit
You're going to edit the stuff on there? And
yeah, because anybody can edit it.
Kind of like, oh my gosh, I just had a...
Wikipedia?
No, I was just thinking about, in the movie Harvey, where they're like, oh my gosh, I forgot. They're looking up what Harvey is. Oh, my favorite movie with, like, the giant rabbit. And they're, a puka, that's what he is, a puka. A spirit animal that follows people around. And how are you, Mr. Dowd? Have you ever seen...
me.
Okay, he's reading the definition of a puka, a magical spirit animal. So he looks up, do pukas really exist? Because they want to see if there is any such thing as a invisible bunny.
I don't even understand what's going on anymore.
You know, the movie Harvey is about an invisible rabbit.
Now we're talking about invisible rabbits. First we were talking about swords in the stone, and now we're talking about rabbits that are invisible.
And then he's reading the definition, and his name is Mr. Dowd.
Wait. He's an invisible rabbit that can also read.
No,
why didn't you start with that?
No.
That's more interesting. An invisible rabbit that can actually read.
You know what?
Can the rabbit talk?
We're gonna go... Yes, of course. Have you not watched the movie? Oh my gosh.
Wait, the rabbit actually talks in the movie?
Well, no, you don't hear him audibly talk. Only people can hear him talk to them.
Okay, so people hear the imaginary
but you don't hear it on the screen.
Talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's... yep.
He talks to a few people. He talks to Mr. Dowd, and he talks to the doctor.
I would talk to the doctor, too, if somebody I knew started talking to imaginary rabbits that can read.
But he's a puka, which is like a spirit bunny or something. A fairy bunny or something.
Okay, now the bunny's a fairy.
I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna have to watch the movie again, because it used to be one of my
I think we need to go for a ride, dear.
Hey, that was in the movie, too! Alright, let's continue. Whatever we were
talking about rabbits that can read that are invisible?
I'm making Video Game Land, and this is gonna be one of the rides. This is gonna be cooler than Space Mountain. This is kind of what Space Mountain feels like, except for without the lava.
If somebody made a ride like this, I would be incredibly dizzy because...
You're gonna be my guinea pig. You're gonna try them all out.
No, I am not. You're getting K-Bro to do it. I hate roller coasters. I won't know.
See, that part right there, that was kind of like the Batman ride, where you're hanging off of the roller coaster thing. But instead, I would actually make the ride work with science. So the human being would actually be hanging off of the ride with static electricity. There'd be nothing holding you in except for electricity. You'd feel the electricity around you, making your hair stand on end as you got held into the ride by it. And before you got on the ride, you'd have to take off your shoes and walk around the carpet for like an hour with your socks to make sure you could stay on.
Right.
And if you didn't walk enough around with your socks on, oops, you fall in the lava.
Oops. Okay. That's something. Your land sounds incredibly dangerous. It doesn't sound like.
Well, I mean, it's not a sissy land like Disneyland, you know. This is video game land.
And people wonder why my gameplay is terrible. This is the stuff that I have to listen to.
It'll basically be like you are Captain N, and you do whatever Captain N would do.
Which was try to get himself back into the real world away from crazy Princess Lana. Yep.
Oh, I thought he liked being there.
He liked Lana until she started to open her mouth and talk. Then he realized that he had all kinds of problems and needed to go back with Duke and clean his room like his mom wanted.
It's a good thing you don't have that problem.
What? Being...
Oh, like having somebody around you like Princess Lana.
Huh. Yeah, that would help me! Okay, so...
Oh, what do you need help with?
Okay.
Oh, there's Fairy Tale Castle.
Yay, Fairy Tale Castle. Okay, let's get out of here. Terror Tower. Yeah, this is next up on our docket. All right, I know what we're doing now. So, I think
we
this
should
is
watch
the last level in the Gothic Gardens.
Oh, okay.
And then we can go to the final island, which is right in the middle.
Cool. I can't wait, Kami.
That means only one more episode and this game will be over. Yes!
Yeah, I think it would be slightly more sane if I wasn't here commentating.
All I would talk about is pretty colors. And, hey guys, look at me. Look at how slow this game is. Oh.
Ah.
Yeah, that's always fun. You always get my first impressions on the game, like right at the beginning. And then if the series drags on for a while, you never know what kind of commentary you're going to get. Like Tales of Zesty. Oh my gosh. That was a train wreck series, but it became so well loved, and I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, why did you guys like this? Why? I mean, it had like one of the highest audience attention ratings on our channel, and more than our Disney Battle things. Like our Disney Battle series was like 15 minutes or something like that. People would watch it. And our Injustice series was like 10, and the Tales of Zesty was like 15 to 20. And the episodes are like 40 minutes, and I'm like, why? I mean, we made fun of the characters and got a lot of heat from that by like hardcore Namco fans.
Yeah, we did.
And we called like Sorbet Sorbet. We had the Tales of Zesty opening.
And Milk,
yep. Alicia and Alicia too, yeah.
Yeah, Alicia too. Oh my gosh, I remember we got a lot of flack for that because people are like, Rose is her own person and you're disrespecting her by calling her Alicia too. And it's like, that's the joke, we're disrespecting her.
Well, I mean, what you could do, I was thinking about this because we've had sitting on our PS4 for a while, I Am Setsuna. I mean, it would be like 30 episodes, but if we named everybody Setsuna and just like all the main characters were named the one name, and you don't put any numbers after them because they weren't born with numbers, and it's actually a tragic story, but if you add so much levity to it where we make fun of it, we could make it our own thing.
I really wanted to play that.
Exactly, you wanted to play. It's not a happy game, it's a tragedy.
It could be happy up until the end, though.
No, it doesn't work that way. The way that you can make it happy is by making fun of it and trolling all the Setsuna fans.
If I got to play the game, maybe it'd be worth it.
Yeah, and I would just sit here as your co-pilot.
Well, I don't even know if I would be able to play it very well.
The thing is, you don't want to do RPGs, and this is the secret of how to do successful RPGs. You don't want to start RPGs on a channel until like November or December, because people have to watch it. Like they're home. They're home for the holidays.
Oh, there's nothing else to watch.
Right, and all the shows are in reruns too, so that is the perfect time to bust out an RPG series.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's like you have to watch it because it's there.
All the fall games are done.
It's better than nothing.
If Disney Infinity was out, people would get like one Disney Infinity playset, and then you would have like a YouTube show hole. And what are you going to do? You're going to watch, like, Kwings make fun of a beloved RPG series.
Yeah.
And you're going to love it, because that is when our commentary just
I really wanted to play it.
crazy.
I Am Setsuna. I was excited for that. It looks so nice.
One of my most anticipated games of next month, like, is Viking Squad.
Yeah, I'm excited.
The 2D beat 'em up. thing.
Oh man, I've been looking forward to that for so long. I remember looking at that at PAX.
Only, I think 2 weeks.
That was fun, and I remember scouring the entire place because when we were going over the sky ramp, whatever it is, where you can kind of look down at the different games, I remember seeing a big sign for Vikings, and I was like, we have to go find that game! And we were looking everywhere for it, and we couldn't find it. I was like, you're like, maybe it's not around here. I was like, oh, it's here. So we kept looking for it. We finally found it, I think, on the last day.
It's here somewhere.
And yeah, and I think those guys actually remembered me. I don't know. Hopefully they did, because we were like, you have to give my wife a code, or, you have to, remember us eventually.
I'm sure they will. Our PR guy, as soon as, it gets near release time, he's gonna bug them like crazy. I told him to.
Yeah.
So, and I even said, tell him Amber wants to play the game so bad. So.
Yeah, of course I will be terrible at it, but I know I'm gonna have fun.
It's a beat 'em up. How can people be bad at beat 'em ups? You just beat up things. So.
I'm just worried about how much violence it will be with axes.
It's
and
a
stuff.
Viking game. What Vikings are not like tea drinking, pinky extending, happy-go-lucky sailors.
I want to make a Viking game where they have pillow fights instead of with axes.
That's
because I like Vikings, but they're a little
something
violent.
I would actually like to see. Maybe we should contact them and be like, for DLC weapons, pillows and mallets.
Wiffle bats.
Wiffle bats. There you go.
Foam swords.
Can you see this jacked Viking using a wiffle bat? That would be
Stuffed
hilarious.
teddy bears hitting people with teddy bears.
Now it's getting more ridiculous.
No.
Yeah.
No. What about shoes?
What?
Throwing shoes at people.
No, actually throwing shoes at people could hurt somebody.
Oh, is it really violent? Oh, okay.
In fact, in the Middle Eastern world, if you throw a shoe at somebody, it means you really, really don't like them.
Really? Is that an insult?
That's like a big insult.
What if someone throws a shoe at you? What do you have to do? Do you have to,
duck?
Restore your honor or something before you come back to the town?
No, you're, banished or something.
Really?
Yeah.
So, but anyone could do that. That's not fair. You could just banish someone at any time.
Well, if a Westerner does it, they probably,
it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It has to be one of them.
But let's avoid the shoe throwing thing, because...
What if it's small, someone small like me? Could I banish someone with a shoe, or I'm not important enough to?
Well, I mean, you'd have to stand on a ladder or something for people to really consider anything about you because you're so short.
Oh,
but
okay, all right.
Maybe they would take
I'm gonna remember that. If I'm ever in that area and I don't like the food somewhere, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna throw a shoe at you.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
No, would I get? Yeah, that might get me in trouble.
You probably have to pay for your meal. Because usually if you complain about your meal, in a restaurant, you get to talk to the chef and they take some money off your bill, or you act like a total jerk. Just restaurants in general. I'm not saying foreign countries. This is how it works in America. You get all snotty and then you get whatever you want.
Yeah.
Or you
totally.
get, kicked out of the restaurant. There's two things that
one
can
or the
happen.
other. Never come back here again, or we'll pay for your meal.
Yeah, but there's two things that could happen. You could get banned forever, or you could get a free meal.
You have to be just as much of a jerk to be mean enough, but if you go over the line, then it's
too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, life lessons. There you go. Because somebody told me there's no such thing as a free meal. It's it can be, but I mean, you have to be a jerk. And
yeah, and then, but every time you came back to that restaurant, they would look at you weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can never go back.
I know.
Never go back.
You really can't go back anyway. I mean, I would feel embarrassed to go back if
Of course. I'm pretty confident that does it for our Sonic episode. So join us next time for possibly the finale of Sonic and the Boomness. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See ya!